Massive fail, it hit the top of the fucking thing. If I detonated that, I would have killed myself. Holy shit, dude! Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another YouTube video, and today we're recording feature class guides. We have none other than the MP7 feature today, one of the most notorious guns, SMG run and gun classes in Call of Duty. Today I'm going to be explaining to you regarding my attachments, what we've run the gun with. We're going to be looking at custom game to see vertical and hip-fire recoil patterns. And we're also going to be running clips throughout the process so you can see how the gun performs in game and in real time. Now, if you've not seen the previous videos before, you can find other videos on the Bison, on how I run the Growl, and you can also see my Uzi class as well. We're going to be speaking about the MP7, and we're going to show you exactly why we build it the way that we do. Now, thank you so much once again for everybody who's been supporting the YouTube channel. I like to say this as kind of like a benchmark at the start of every single video. At the time of recording, we were at 2.1k subscribers, so by the time we upload this, God knows what we're going to be at. Thank you for all of your support. Never dreamed that I would have got over 2k on YouTube. I got stuck on it for a long time, so I appreciate it, guys. If you haven't already and you are enjoying the videos, please click that subscribe button. Any constructive, positive feedback down in the comments really helps. Thank you for your support, and let's roll into the video. So as we get into the feature class guide screen, you can see exactly the gun that we're rolling with. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to my clips and any uploads that I do, they look at this class and think, wow, I really like this camo. Where did you get this camo from? Firstly, this camo is called Bug Spray, and you can get this from the Insecticide pack in the store. I'm not sure if that pack is still available right now, but if it is, it has a couple of white guns, and I think it's a few emblems and banners and whatnot. But the reason that I bought is for this beautiful MP7 skin. It's this nice Arctic white with this colorful bug on it as well. It just looks really good in game, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. I love the gun, love the camo, and I use the MP7 a lot, and a lot of people have liked this camo as well, so I highly recommend to get it if you are interested. Okay, moving on to the attachments and why we use it the way that we do, we're going to be speaking about why this gun is so good at medium to long range first and foremost. All right, you may think, yeah, it's an SMG, we want to be taking short range fights, but there will be a lot of instances on maps where you're going to want to be able to take people out from mid and long range as well. This gun pretty much does everything with the way that it's built. Okay, so we're going to begin with a monolithic suppressor, and what that does, which is what I pretty much run on all my guns now, is it gives you the sound suppression, so pretty much turns it into a silencer, and gives you extra damage range. Now, don't worry about the ADS or aim walking steadiness, because they'll be built up from other things that we'll be talking about later on. Okay, monolithic suppressor is one of the best attachments in the game for pretty much any gun in the game. All right, not only does it give you that silence, but it gives you the extra range, allows you to take mid to long range engagements, as well as keeping the gun in its SMG form. Now, when you pair that together with that FSS Recon barrel, that also is giving you the damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control you need to be able to take out enemies at a mid to long range. This gun, when you use it in a game, you'll be surprised at how far you can take people out at a distance while also keeping it in its SMG form. Okay, it does lose a little bit of ADS and movement speed from this, but once again, they'll be built up from other perks and other attachments that we'll be speaking about during the video. All right, so that's I would say the two medium to long range attachments that keep the gun relevant in that regard. When you mix that with the no stock, you're gaining your movement speed and ADS back that we were just talking about. No stock is vital for absolutely every run and gun class, whether you do it with an LMG, whether you do it with an AR, whether you do it with an SMG. As it even says here, this is the ultimate run and gun modification, gives you extra movement speed, gives you extra ADS, turns the gun into as light as it can be, and makes it so you can snap onto people as quick as possible. No stock is an absolute must for this class. As well as that, I love to pair no stock with stipple grip take on pretty much all of my SMGs for the extra ADS, and probably one of the most important perks, sprint to fire speed. Now, if you weren't watching on, I believe it was the Bison video, we spoke about the sprint to fire speed, and that when you're running and then you start shooting at an enemy, whether it's from hip fire or from ADS, sprint to fire is one of the most important, perks in the game. That was what allows you from going from running, aka sprinting, to shooting the enemy, and that split second of a snap can make the difference between you staying alive and dying. In a game where time to kill, aka TTK, is so low that enemies can kill you so fast, these perks come really in handy, and stipple grip tape together with no stock is really important for the aggressive running gunners. Mix that together with 60 round mags, you get long range engagement opportunity to take people out, and you can also take out people in long-term fights. Say if there's several people around you, 60 round mags really helps for that. If you want to go a little bit more with mobility, you can go with a 50 round mags. It's up to you. However, I like the 60s. I can take people out mid-range, long range, several people in the point at the same time. Give it a try, find out what works for you, and go from there. My preferred 60 round mags turns the gun into an absolute beast. All right, pair this together with the Renetti in its guard one format. Now the Renetti, as of today's patch, this is Tuesday the 19th of May 2020, got nerfed mainly on its akimbo, but also the MK3 burst mod. So I'm gonna have to test this out over the next few days to see if this is still the best pistol in the game. However, I'm pretty confident that even with the nerfs, this will continue to be the best secondary pistol in the game. All right, we're not going to talk about it too much on what we use because the video is more about the MP7, but we do pair it up with the MK3 burst mod that we were just talking about. We have the TAT laser for the laser. We use the XRK speed grip, 27 round mags for the ammunition, and the match grade trigger. This is all about keeping the gun lightweight, making it so that the fire rate is as quick as possible, and the burst mod makes it for a nice 3-piece fire rate rather than single bullet. Next, move into perks, and as we spoke about in previous videos, you will notice that these three bad boys are what I run on almost every single class in the game when I play aggressively for objective. Quick fix is absolutely beautiful if you want to be running smokes as well. So people often ask me, why don't you run stims? Quick fix is a stim on kill, and since it got buffed, as soon as you kill somebody, you pretty much get all of your health back. It's that effective, it's that good. You can run things like EOD or double time, potentially even scavenger if you want to. However, the way that I play, because I like to use smoke grenades, because I'm quite a hardcore OBJ player, quick fix is absolutely perfect and works great for me. Mixing that together with Point Man, a lot of people don't even know what Point Man is or does. Ever since it got buffed a few months ago, people are still not taking it as a serious perk. You know, it is in a category with some of the great perks like Restock and Hardline, Overkill, Highlight, and Ghost. You could use any single one of these perks actually. Perk 2 is a really good one. However, for me and the way that I play and the way that I mix things up, Point Man is the best. It turns your kill streaks into score streaks. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're running a VTOL, rather than having to get 8 kills, you can get 4 kills and 2 flag caps or 3 flag caps and still get that VTOL because it's based on score, not based on kills. So whenever you get a kill or you cap a flag or you jump in the hard point or you jump in the headquarters, you see a white number appear under your normal number. And what that means is it's giving you extra score towards them kill streaks and score streaks and allows you to get your stuff faster. When playing maps like Shipment, I almost always get a chopper gunner. If you play objective and you play Slayer as well and you like to mix the two like I do, and you're a really aggressive player, Point Man is absolutely amazing. Give it a try. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right. And for perk 3, arguably for me, tune up is definitely the best one in the game for perk 3. You know, you've got amps for extra reload speed or launchers if you want to do that. You can run shrapnel for double equipment usage or even battle hardened if you're more of a holding player. But for aggressive, objective player, tune up is absolutely fantastic. The reduction of the field upgrade by 40% is huge. And what that means is if you use dead silence or you use trophy system, it's 40% quicker between each charge. Now, if you're like me and you mix them together, or you go to your field upgrade and you activate the pro where you can run 2, on the left slot, you can have something like dead silence. And then on the right slot, you can run something like the trophy system, for example. So right here, if you run these 2 slots, they are an objective player's dream. For the trophy system, you can put that in the point itself. And what this does is it blocks explosives that come in. So up to 3 charges. So that includes C4s, rockets, even Predator missile. All right, if you're in the point and you need to hold it and you're scared about explosives coming in, trophy systems are perfect for that. As well as that, if you're looking to get to the point or make flank plays as an objective player, dead silence is absolutely fantastic, all right? And what tune-up does is allow you to get both of them 40% faster, all right? So you're either constantly running around the map quickly or you're constantly getting the trophy system down to help support your teammates who are trying to hold an objective, okay? And that's the reason why I run these 3 together and put all 3 of them together and you just become an absolute objective playing dream. Next, we're going to speak about lethal, and I've recently gone over to C4s again. As per said in the Bison video, when you double tap F, you get quick detonation. You can throw things through windows, get control over walls. C4s, when you get good at them and you get used to them, become very addictive, and they're actually really fun to take people out with. So C4s, I would say, are the best piece of equipment right now to be using, and I mix that together with smoke grenades for objective play. The reason smokes are so good in this game is because they have such a high radius when they're used. They cover such a large area where you can either smoke yourself in a point to take it, and unless enemies have got thermal or explosives, and you haven't got a trophy down, it's going to be really hard to get you out of there because they won't know where you are. Or you can use them to get across choke points. You know there's an enemy sniper or an enemy AR player looking down the road trying to pick people off. Throw the smoke down and your whole team can cross in a shadow rather than having, to be in open vision to the enemy team. Smoke grenades, really good, and they help to win games as well, okay? Now that you've seen what the gun looks like, and what we do in terms of what we pair it up with, we're going to go into a custom game right now and show you recoil patterns in terms of its vertical recoil, for its ADS, hip fire, and how quick the gun snaps as well, alright? Let's roll into it. Hey guys, welcome back. Now that we're in the custom game, I'm going to show you guys the recoil patterns, and you can make the decision whether you want to run things like the 5MW laser, whether you want to run Merc foregrip if that helps you for ADS speeds, or ADS vertical recoil control. That's completely up to you, alright? So, standing at, let's say, an approximate position, we would spray the gun down without moving the mouse. Vertical recoil is not too bad, considering I'm not using any kind of laser on it, and also using it from hip fire as well. Go a little bit further back. It gets a little bit more crazy, depending on if you find yourself to be someone who likes to play from hip fire rather than ADS, and I'm someone who prefers to snap on enemies, and what I mean by snapping is using my ADS when killing people with this gun. However, if you do prefer to go with the hip fire option, you can change something for the 5MW laser, as that will help to keep the recoil down. Now, if we move back further and say we're killing somebody from, let's say, a medium radius, once again without moving the mouse, and we aim in, vertical recoil, I would say, is pretty fair. If you find that you struggle to be able to kind of handle this, then by all means go and run with the Merc foregrip if you want to keep it down low, or if you're somebody who can control their shots and you kind of get used to the recoil patterns on it, it's not bad at all, and it's pretty easy to manage as well. I don't find the use for it. For guns that recoil really badly and ones that I can't control, things like the Odin, I would run Merc foregrip on with this gun. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, let's make a little bit of movement around the map. As you can see here, I've got my two perks come up where I can use Dead Silence or Trophy System, which is pop Dead Silence. I've got increased speed, silent footsteps, and I'm sliding around. Look how fast we're snapping onto people. Even with the increased barrel size and running monolithic suppressor, it's super snappy. Sprint to fire is still very quick and still acts like an SMG while being able to take enemies out at long range. From here to an enemy being in that doorway right there, you could kill him pretty easily if he was in that doorway. I've taken that engagement, in that kind of fight a lot of times, and it's a very effective gun. So snapping, movement, sliding, dropping, whatever you need to do. As well as that, you've got the Renetti, and even though this got nerfed, it's still really effective. Obviously, you don't want to be using it too much for hip fire unless you need to kill somebody who's right in front of you. So I always suggest keeping it snappy as well and going with the build route that I took. And then obviously you've got C4s for over-the-wall engagements, quick detonations. You've got a quick moving character and using also smokes to cover areas like this choke point. Look at the radius on that smoke grenade. Your whole choke point is covered here that you can make runs across and then get yourself into a better position while in game, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys got insight in regards to the clips that we've shown today, in regards to what the gun looks like in a custom game, in regards to its vertical recoil, whether you use it ADS, whether you want to use it as a hip fire, whether you maybe even want to change a few things around and make it more to fit your style, depending on how you play. That's completely up to you. This gun that I've got right here, I would say is still one of the most ultimate run and gun guns in the game. Top 3 for me, for one of the best guns in the game, and still is good for taking long and mid-range engagements as well, whilst also keeping the silent aspect of it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed the video today, please feel free to throw any constructive criticism down below. We appreciate any support, any positive comments, any constructive comments that really help to shape and mold this channel, and I just can't wait to see where the future of this channel goes. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.